me?
You with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Log on and join our live conversation.
I'm in.
Tori just won't let it go.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Monday, March 25th. We are live, and we're talking about what you're talking about right now. I'm here with Tori, Bo, Brandon, and I am Sam. Let's get started. Well, a lot of reaction pouring in today after a summary of the Mueller Report was released yesterday from the Attorney General, saying the investigation concluded there is no evidence the Trump campaign, quote, conspired or coordinated with Russia. The Attorney General also cleared Trump of obstruction of justice, although the Mueller Report does not go that far. The president tweeted about it with this quote saying, "No matter your ideologies or your loyalties, this is a good day for America. No American conspired to cooperate with Russia in its efforts to interfere with the 2016 election, according to Robert Mueller," and that is good. And a lot of people today are saying this is a great day for America, that we can all be relieved there is no collusion, but there are still a lot of people calling on Mueller to testify and for the full report to be released. What would you say to that, Tori?
Yeah, I think Democrats and Republicans are kind of in on this together, wanting it somehow to go public in some ways. For the Republicans, it can certainly exonerate and exculpate. I never get that word right. It's a tough one. It's the president, and he's absolutely right. We've got to be fair on this. The president did not collude with Russia. I have to own up to that. We have to own up to that. If you're holding on to that, you want to be right rather than you love your country. So I'm glad that we didn't collude with a foreign agent. That's good. There's still going to be a trickle down. There's obstruction of justice. This will take a while, but the main thing is we're not under the power of a foreign agent. That's great. As Mitch McConnell said, Russia still interfered. We got to deal with Facebook and things like that. But all in all, not a bad day. This is good for our country. That's how I feel.
Yeah, well, happy no collusion day to everyone. Cheers to that.
Don't say that.
I agree with the president, though. It is a good day for America. Everyone, and I don't care whether you like the guy or not, should feel relief that our president did not collude with a foreign agent. And just as importantly, that Russians tried to offer to interfere with this campaign, and they said no. Everyone should breathe a collective sigh of relief about that.
Wait, with the Russians, there's proof that the Russians did interfere.
But the Russians tried to offer to collude with the campaign, and the campaign said no. That's that's just as compelling to me as the no collusion.
And we do need to wait for the full report to come out. I, for one, want to see it for my very own eyes. I definitely am relieved, as you said, Tori. I think to sit back and stick your heels in the ground and just want to be right is, in my opinion, anti-American.
Yeah, it's unpatriotic.
Yeah, there's still a lot of questions that I know a lot of people, I have to ask you too, like after 34 people indicted, 2,800 plus subpoenas issued, and 500 witnesses interviewed. Where do we go from now, though?
And 7 arrests.
Where do we go from now, though?
Well, here's the question I have, and Bo and I will talk about this in the break. Why all the lying? If there wasn't a collusion, there's certainly a lot of problems with Manafort, with Flynn, with Gates, a lot of lying. So was there something about Trump Moscow Tower? Was that all it was? Maybe. But there still is a lot of lying.
And I would say there is a lot of lying, Tori. And what we've got to go back to is all the way back to the Obama DOJ. This dossier was a lie. Someone concocted it. Someone made it. Someone pushed it. Let's find out who those people were.
I'm sticking with no collusion day. That was good.
At least cheers to that, Tori.
Cheers to that.
That works.
Cheers.
All right. Well, a cruise ship in chaos is being investigated right now, and you've got to see this video. Hundreds of passengers had to be airlifted to safety after the ship's engines failed on Saturday. One person on board captured some very dramatic video showing a woman struggling to keep her balance as the ship is tossed about. Ceiling tiles actually fall on her. In another video, you can see chairs and other furniture dangerously rolling from side to side as the ship rocks in the choppy ocean. Rescue workers rush to evacuate more than 1,300 passengers and crew. You can see them all gathered together wearing life vests. One man aboard described the scene to GMA. Watch.
When we started sliding around the dining room and windows were flying open and glasses breaking, that's when we knew that this was serious, and it was not something that was going to turn out well.
Can you imagine? It looks like scenes from the Titanic. I've never been on a cruise ship, nor do I ever want to go on a cruise ship. I can't imagine what those people must have been feeling.
No, thank you. And how much money did they spend to go on this cruise again?
It's a good amount of money.
I don't know if have you guys been on cruises?
No.
I love cruises. I love cruises.
Well, then Sam and I are together. Ain't no way I'm going.
I know. And my mother said she'd jump right off. She would jump overboard. There's no way she could sit there and take it. The vomiting and all of that. Now, there is an investigation. They knew about this storm beforehand.
Yeah, because there was a big storm
They did know. And there's 26-foot waves. Now, sometimes there's rogue waves that I studied for no reason because I'm a nerd, but this wasn't that. So there's got to be an investigation into that.
Why would they even let this ship leave when money?
Yeah. Money.
Of course.
Money. They have to. Would you say how much do people pay to get on these cruise ships? Yep. A lot of money. The captain probably, and this is all allegedly, this is me, saying that he probably thought that he could make it to the destination. They wanted to push through, make the money, get docked. But after that water on the ground, like the water inside the place, towels falling.
Well, I'm glad there's an investigation.
Why do you think cruisers are so cheap in the Caribbean in hurricane season? For this very reason. Because they're going to send them out and they say, well, if we get involved in one, we'll just go to a different island. Not for me.
No.
This is crazy.
That's unethical. I really hope that after this investigation, some people, there's going to be some major consequences because you're putting all those people's
negligence at the
lives in danger.
Absolutely.
Right in, DBL Nation. We want to hear from you, especially if you're an avid cruiser like our very own Tori Shulman.
Toot, toot.
Okay.
Not tooting anymore.
Nope, not now.
There's a lot of tooting going on.
We do have some very tragic news that's coming in as we speak on a Sandy Hook family. So let's get to Kelly Schuberth. She has the news at the moment.
Sam, we just learned the father of a Sandy Hook victim has taken his own life. 49-year-old Jeremy Richmond became a mental health advocate after his first grader, AVL, was killed in the Sandy Hook shooting. But this morning, he was found dead at the Edmond Town Hall, and police say it appears to be suicide. And Sam, this news comes on the heels of 2 survivors of the Parkland shooting taking their own lives in the last week. Today, Florida's emergency chief is asking the state legislature to step in and provide more mental health resources for the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School community. Sam, I'll keep you updated.
Thank you, Kelly. This is horrific. I mean, you think about how we don't protect our children in schools, and then when they become victims of gun violence, and I don't just mean if you're struck by a bullet.
Yeah.
You're all victims of gun violence when you are there at that school. Yeah. What resources are put in place to protect them afterwards?
So I looked into that. First off, I just want to full screen go to this. This is open 24 hours a day. This is our free crisis hotline numbers. Don't be afraid to ask. I just want to say this. I read a little bit about the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, and they said there's some school counselors, but very little else. And she said it's surprising. Parkland's a pretty affluent school, so I was actually surprised to find out how little they're receiving in counseling. Clearly, this is the anniversary today of the March for Our Lives in Washington. Yeah. I don't know if it was a statement by that man who passed away so tragically. It was out town hall. He did it sort of in a public area, but a cry for help from a lot of people. 2 Parkland students with survivor's guilt. Real issue here with a crisis.
Yeah. My mom always says no parent should bury their child.
I can't even imagine.
So let's think of Christoph St. John.
Yep.
Tried to take his life when his son committed suicide.
Yep. I can't imagine.
When you're talking about kids, yeah.
We need much more mental health resources.
So much more money needs to go there.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, Lori Loughlin is getting some support from her Fuller House co-stars. For one, Candace Cameron and Jodie Sweetin. They took the stage at Nickelodeon's Kid Choice Awards. They accepted an award for Fuller House, and Candace seems to give a shout out to Lori Loughlin amid the college admission scandal. Watch.
A loving family sticks together no matter what. They stick together through the hard times. They support each other, they encourage one another, they pray for each other, and they stand by their side no matter how tough it gets.
And a lot of people are calling out Dr. Dre right now after the hip-hop star seemed to shade all of the parents involved in the college admission scam. In this since-deleted post to Instagram showing a picture of Dr. Dre with his daughter and her acceptance letter to USC, Dr. Dre comments, "My daughter got accepted into USC all on her own, no jail time." But here's the thing. Dr. Dre and fellow musician Jimmy Iovine gave USC $70 million in 2013. So did she really get in on her own, Brandon?
He got her in the old-fashioned way. Buy a building. I mean, come on.
Listen, I love Dr. Dre, but what a hypocrite to put up that post.
Wow.
And you know the song Forgot About Dre that he did with Eminem?
Yes.
USC didn't forget about Dre, did they?
Absolutely.
Is it Beats by Dre or Donations by Dre?
That's good. And that is his partner, Jimmy. They're both in Beats by Dre.
Yeah, and I talked to people in Tampa today when a talk back, and they said, well, you know, should he not have posted it? Isn't he proud? Yeah, but tell your parents, tell your grandparents, don't put this on Twitter. You're going to get flack back. And now his kid's getting flack back.
Yeah, and don't point out the other.
It's so stupid.
You know what the kid's going to have to do now? Going to have to post her GPA, her test scores, and what all the activities
no one will ever think it's
involved.
legitimate because when you're given 70 mil, I mean, look, on college applications, they do this. They want to know legacies. Did your family go there? Did you have a building named after you? She's never going to be seen as legitimate.
No.
Of course, she is Dr. Dre's kid. She'll be fine.
And to be fair, she could have easily gotten, we don't know. She could have gotten it on her own merit, but because of his post, now it is clouded, as you said. Wow. Wow. DBL is live. We'll bring you breaking news as soon as it happens. Coming up next, no one thought they would last, but Ryan and Trista, the OG Bachelorette couple, are here with some secrets to making their marriage work. And you, the viewer, are our fifth host. Everyone's talking about the guy who could go to jail for keeping a giant TV that was accidentally delivered to his house. So DBL Nation, what would you do if a package arrived by mistake? Would you keep it? Go to the trouble of sending it back? We'll share your comments coming up next.
Schubert here with the DBL digital team. I cannot wait to see that Bachelorette story. Let's go to the front desk. Let's go to the desk and see what the hosts are talking about. Oh, well, I'll talk to Tori. Tori, did you watch Trista and Ryan's season of The Bachelorette?
I actually, that was the only season I did, and I got to speak with them.
So good, right?
And they're super normal.
They are normal. I went to their home once to interview them, and they are very normal.
It's the most normal.
And I think they're normal because it was before The Bachelor and The Bachelorette got crazy, you know?
And she said she feels like the mother to all the other Bachelorettes.
I think she does.
Which she's just a darling
human being. She's so sweet.
And he's a little weird. He was funny.
He's very quiet. Yeah, quirky. Totally quirky.
You know that guy that you sit down with, like a friend's husband, and you never really got to know him, and then one day you're sitting next to him because you have a dinner party, and you're like, oh, this guy's awesome. That's
totally how he is. Yeah, like a sneak attack. Yeah, totally.
So it was really, really fun to interview them and to find out what they thought of Colton's season.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear that, because I didn't get to hear the interview when Tori did it, so I'm excited to hear that.
Yeah, and they're living here, and so they might come by.
They live in Vail,
I asked them to the show to see if they could come on. So let me know if you're Ryan and Trista fans.
Yes. What's going on at the desk, you guys?
Hi. Hi. Sanders for it.
Huh? Oh, no, my hair's not. Okay.
Do it.
Yeah. Complete and total exoneration. Complete exoneration. That was it. All right, let's go to them.
Okay, you have to repeat all that because it's so loud.
Are we on?
Here in comments.
Oh, we probably do. Let's see. Let's check them out. Naomi says, time for this country to move away from the drama and focus on just helping your fellow humans. I agree with that, Naomi. Hugh Bean, I love you. Well, Hugh, we love you too.
Love you.
Let's see. XOXO, Tori, are you really a cruiser? Aren't you scared of deep water? That's a good point.
That's a good
Tori. XOXO says, why are you such a cruiser? Aren't you afraid of deep water?
In Wales.
Yes, but the good thing is that it's very high up and you can't really see it. So I just stayed
you see
inside.
is water.
Well, I just stayed in the boat and stayed in the casino.
You don't go outside?
I do.
What if a whale breached?
I just can't be on. Oh God, no.
That's what
we don't want to
saying.
talk about that.
What about a glass bottom boat?
Yeah, no, that's
Do you think you could get on a submarine?
Absolutely.
You couldn't get on a submarine.
I wouldn't want to do that either. No, thank you.
After the 8. Welcome back to DBL. It's time for Fifth Host when we talk about what you're talking about. A guy from Massachusetts was arrested because he kept an 86-inch TV that was delivered by mistake. He had ordered a smaller one from Amazon and he got that one too. So he checked with Amazon about the mix-up. They said he had nothing to worry about, even though the delivery company wanted the big TV back, and now he could go to jail. So DBL Nation, a TV you didn't order gets delivered to your house. What would you do? I don't know why I just sounded like Tori. What would you do?
All right, let's get to these comments, see what these people will do. Mike on Facebook says, common sense is just a thing of the past. Oh, I got an 84-inch TV sent by mistake, so I can just keep it. Mike, where I'm from, we call that a come up. But no, this story is kind of shady. The guy says he called Amazon. Amazon said he did nothing wrong, but then the delivery company kept trying to contact him. The police came, contacted him, and the story was a little shaky. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I'd obviously call in to make sure that I'd be okay, but if they want it back, give it back to him. He got a 72-inch. He ordered the 72-inch.
Right.
Just stick with your guns, man. Stick what you got.
Michelle says, anytime I get something by mistake from Amazon, I always contact them via email. They have never wanted the item returned, but I have made sure I have it documented. Who's getting all this free stuff from Amazon?
I have a Zappos box at my front door right now as we speak. My address, different name. Every time I walk by it. I contemplate, should I open it? See what's in there?
You can always send it back.
No, I'm not going to.
It's a shoe store.
Shoes. But there's other,
Here's the thing. If police came and surrounded this house, it's called Freetown. I feel like you got more stuff to do in Freetown than surround a guy that got a TV, asked about it, was told it's okay. For me, keep the TV. I don't have a problem with this. He contacted
still robbery,
but he contacted and they said he's fine. Why are you coming at him?
Well, Barb disagrees with you, Tori, because Barb says no, because I've ordered things that have been intercepted by other people. You have to think about how that mistake can impact someone else. They might end up footing the bill because of that mistake.
He did his due diligence and asked Amazon. They said, you're fine. What else do you want him to do? Climb a tower? What do you want?
Well, but as Brandon said, there's something more to this story. I don't know if he was fully forthright.
So you think I should give the Zappos box back?
No, keep the come up. Keep the come up.
Alexa on Facebook says, that's not stealing. It was sent to him. Target better not send me something because I'm keeping it. All I can say is they should make sure addresses are correct when put in the computer. It's stealing, you guys. It is. It just is.
Someone paid for it.
Yeah, it's someone else's. You got to call. You got to give it back. Believe me, I'm still contemplating about that Zappos box. So I get it. I understand it, but it ain't yours.
Yeah, and if it's someone else's TV that they paid for.
You're going to take an 86-inch TV, walk it back to the mail?
No, they come and pick it up.
Okay. Pick it up.
Okay.
Give me a break.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
Gosh, bunch of do-gooders.
We have to give a big DBL shout-out to Rob Gronkowski. After 9 seasons with the New England Patriots, the 29-year-old tight end announced he is retiring from football. He posted his decision on Instagram and thanked all of the Patriot Nation for their support. And Tom Brady shared his reaction with this post to Instagram, saying in part, what an honor and a privilege it was to play with him.
Just say Gronk. Just say Gronk.
Dude, I want to run for Senate.
Gronk.
So if I would have said the Gronk, people would have known what I was talking about?
I would have turned you around if you would have said
Why?
the Gronk.
What's wrong with the Gronk? Oh, is that make like the Twitter?
Yeah.
Got it.
Let's go on the internet.
The Zappos. Okay, got it. Coming up on DBL, secrets to making an unconventional marriage work from the original Bachelorette couple, Ryan and Trista. That's next.
We're going to show you a little behind the scenes here. Are we on? What's going on? My parents ordered a mattress from Amazon. Didn't like it, called to send it back. Amazon said keep it, and they gave a full refund. I have no issue. That's on you, Amazon, and the third party. That is not on me getting an 86-inch TV. And then imagine getting your house surrounded. Freetown ain't free. I worked on that so long. First off, I also changed earlier because I thought I looked like my mother in one of my outfits. But the ironic thing is, this is my mother's. So anyway, hi Mom, hope you enjoy it. She sent it off to me. So let us know what you guys are thinking about. Captain, we should turn this ship around. There's a storm. Captain, nope, we're already in motion. Crew staff, uh-oh. Yeah, tell me what you guys want as punishment for the Viking Sky cruise ship that went out knowing there was some kind of terrible storm and then ended up having to evacuate 1,300 people. 450 from airlifted. 450 people were airlifted from 9 helicopters. So what's the punishment? Do you stick them on a cruise and just like rock it? What would you want, Sam? What do you want for the punishment for the cruise line?
I can't believe this. So first of all these people obviously are going to get their money back. Hopefully they get a free cruise. They definitely should have some sort of compensation. Yeah. Do they get 15 grand? Do they get 30 grand? Like what sort of compensation should they deserve? Because can you imagine that looked like the Titanic.
I know, there's water coming in. Rose, Jack. Anyway, let me know what you think the punishment should be. See you soon.
Welcome back to DBL. The Bachelor franchise has been on TV for nearly 2 decades, and it's still one of the most popular reality shows today. Soon, you'll be able to stream the very first seasons, so we caught up with, of course, the original Bachelorette couple, Trista and Ryan Sutter, to chat about their love then and now. Trista and Ryan Sutter, welcome to Daily Blast Live. How are you guys?
Thank you.
Good, thanks for having us.
Good.
Trista, you were runner-up the first season on The Bachelor. How does it feel being the OG Bachelorette? Do you have an OG Bachelorette dance? Like, how do you feel? You have some pride?
OG Bachelorette dance. I need one of those.
Yeah, you do.
Do it.
Yeah, you do. Thanks, Tori. I feel old whenever someone calls me the OG because it's been around forever.
I know what you mean.
So I feel old.
Nice.
I feel thankful that I was part of it.
Now, a majority of the relationship of The Bachelor, they end up failing. So my question to you is, how did you guys make it work?
They're top secret tips. So
only if you live in Denver.
Yeah, we're in Denver.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's no secret to any of this stuff. It's just you do the best you can, and you take care of each other. It's being on The Bachelorette and everything that happened afterwards. Because it was so new, we didn't know what to expect, so we leaned on each other a lot, and that brought us closer together. So after a few years, you're just a normal couple, and you're just trying to do the best you can.
Yeah. We actually have our very own Jeff Schroeder. He's a host here. He met his wife, Jordan, on Big Brother. She won. Yes. They're still married. And
I know them. I love them. I'm a huge Big Brother fan.
I heard that you're friends with Jordan. So how do you guys think, what advice do you have for reality couples, just because you went through the burner?
I don't know that it's appropriate for me to give people advice. I just feel like really you just have to prioritize your relationship, focus on what makes any good relationship a good relationship.
Well, it's been 17 years since the first Bachelor, and I've been wanting to go back and rewatch all the original seasons, and guess what? I can now because 2B will be streaming the originals starting on April 1st. So are you ready for everyone to relive your romance? Because it's going to be like a whole new group of people seeing it for the first time.
He is not.
I don't care. I don't care about other people. I just don't particularly care to go back and relive that experience.
Watch me dating other people? Yeah, not maybe so fun. But I'm really excited that we have footage of us falling in love.
I can now tell you without reservation that I'm in love with you.
And not a lot of people can say that.
That's true.
Otherwise, it would kind of be creepy.
Will you guys ever make the trip to Denver to be on our show?
We would love to. We're in Denver all the time.
All right, thanks guys so much, and thanks for being on DBL. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. They're coming. Up next on DBL, want to have fun but don't have the cash? Our financial expert has easy ways to save for those splurges. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Double Jump, where we talk the latest in gaming, tech, and pop culture news. Today we're here to review Jordan Peele's Us, which is about a family vacation that turns upside down when they're attacked by doppelgangers. Alex, I'm gonna go to you first. Let me know the good, the bad, the great, and the ugly about this movie. What did you think?
Well, the bad and the ugly are difficult for me on this one because I don't really think there are any.
Right.
But on the good front and the great front, I really do think the acting stands out in this movie. Like we already told you, and this is not a spoiler, it's about a family and it's about clones. So clearly, actors are kind of double rolling in this one, but you really can't tell at all. Like, that's how phenomenal they do.
Yeah, being able to flip upside down in the exact same scene, like, and become the opposite of what your character was coming into the movie was absolutely brilliant on every single actor's part and actress's part.
It's unquestionably amazing on
Yeah.
that front. You know, another great part of it is the music. You can tell from the trailer the music plays a big role in it, and it's a really creative choice.
The music is wonderful. I mean, who would have thought 5 on it, slowed down, would actually be a scary track. It set quite a creepy tone for the entire movie, and they used a lot of popular music. I mean, you got some NWA in there, some Beach Boys in there, which apparently they're better than the Beatles, but that's a debate for another day. But aside from those things, I just think Jordan Peele has a way with storytelling. I mean, he is very unpredictable in that you can't predict the twists in these stories. Just like Get Out, you really, really don't know what's going to happen until you get far into the movie.
Right.
But Alex, I'm going to ask you a recommendation for this. Should they wait for theaters, rent on Redbox, or not see it at all?
Get a group of friends, get a group of all the friends you have, and go to the theater. You have to see this one in the theater.
Yes, and get a group of friends. See this one in theaters, and we'll see you next time on Double Jump.
Daily Blast Live. Felicia Jones, our budgetologist, is here. Thank you. And she is answering all of your questions about how to have more fun with your money in today's Dollars and Cents, presented by John Hancock. Our question today is actually from none other than my co-host and my frenemy, Jeff Schroeder. Let's check out his question for Felicia.
Hey Felicia, I'm married, I have 2 kids now. I was just wondering how to spend more time with my family and get more money in that fun bucket.
So Jeff is a new baby, but he wants more money in the fun bucket. How do we help him out? Talk to me about fun and money.
So what we're gonna do is put more money into our fun bucket, and we're gonna follow the 10% rule.
Ooh, I like this.
So when it comes to the 10% rule, the first thing I want you to do is go and open up a free checking or savings account at your local bank. And we're gonna name it fun. The second thing is we're gonna look at your monthly income and take 10% of that and auto draft it into that fun account.
That's so smart, okay.
And if you want more money into the fun bucket, get rid of unnecessary expenses like that gym membership that we haven't been using.
What do you mean? I'm going all the time.
And make sure we get rid of those monthly subscriptions that we're not using. And if you want even more money, go generate some income, sell some clothes, have a yard sale.
All right, thank you so much, Felicia. I'm sure Jeff and his family will thank you as well. For info about life insurance and retirement planning, call John Hancock at 1-800-978-0663. So she said afterwards, which was so smart, that you could name it anything you want. So it's anything you really want to goal for. So I one day want to live in a beach community. So mine is called the beach community.
I love this.
Yeah. So what would yours?
Could you have a mini one, like a Disneyland, or do I need to think really?
She's had one that's just vacay. Okay. What would you name your account?
Fun bucket.
Fun bucket. Okay.
Creative.
I just think it's a funny word.
It is.
Around the world, because I want to travel.
Oh, that's good.
What about you?
Self-care? Maybe self-care?
No, not self-care. Vacay, Disney, beach house.
Okay. Beach house.
World travel.
Nice.
Rocket ship. I don't know where that one came from.
Grey's Anatomy.
All of the above.
All of the
above. But we love her advice.
Yeah,
great advice
sure.
as always. We will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Happy Monday, everybody. Enjoy today. Stay safe out there.